You're watching CCS-TV, empowering voices, inspiring futures. This program on CCS-TV is presented by Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, a community resource.
Coming up on CHQ In View, we bring you the stories that define Chautauqua County.
From the new tourism trolley routes that showcase our local treasures to a national awards-winning mobile crisis unit making a difference in mental health.
Plus, we'll share how Jamestown is raising awareness with new 988 signage and introduce you to a life-saving initiative in our schools with Stop the Bleed kits.
In our feature interview, meet the visionary behind Give and Grow Basketball. He who will be using the sport to teach vital life skills and empower young people worldwide.
All this and more coming up next on CHQ In View.
From CCS-TV, this is CHQ In View.
Welcome to CHQ In View, your primary source of in-depth news and stories from Chautauqua County. I'm Connor Johnson.
And I'm Justin Gould.
The Chautauqua County Mobile Crisis Unit has been honored with the 2024 Achievement Award for the National Association of Counties for Exceptional Service During Crises. Established in May 2021 to address mental health resources shortages, the unit, staffed by clinics and peer specialists, offers on-site support, safety planning, and telehealth. The group reduces hospitalizations and police involvements, handling 124 calls in 2023 and resolving 403 without these measures. Chautauqua County Executive P.J. Wendell presented the award and shared his first-hand experience with the team in the field.
We responded to a structure fire at the Colony Motel, and displaced were several individuals rather. Some on public assistance, some needing help, some losing everything. And I can't say how critical the mobile crisis was that day in particular, because there were people in near crisis. But Lynn and her team, Dawn was right there, they mobilized. Luckily they were across the street. They came out, got engaged, worked with the clients, and performed amazing, amazing things.
Financially sustaining through Medicaid billing, through the unit relieves strain on law enforcement and enhances public safety efforts. Congratulations on this recognition for your critical impact and dedication to Chautauqua County.
Yeah, really great team there, so much deserved for sure. Well, in a significant move to address suicide prevention, the city of Jamestown has unveiled new signage featuring the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline on the 3rd Street Bridge in various locations across the city. Officials say these signs intend to serve as a beacon of hope and support. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides immediate support and resources for individuals in distress, ensuring they receive compassionate care when needed most. By installing these signs, Jamestown aims to remind residents that help is available and that they are not alone in their struggles. During the unveiling, which took place on the 3rd Street Bridge, Mayor Kimberly Eklund emphasized her personal impact of suicide, reflecting on her nephew Ryan Michael's tragic death in 2020.
His memory fuels my dedication to spreading awareness and preventing other tragedies for other families. His legacy thrives in our ongoing efforts to offer hope and support to those in need. I am certain without a doubt many of you here feel the same, and this sign will save one of those lives.
Now, in addition to the 988 hotline, resources such as the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline and the Chautauqua County 24/7 Crisis Hotline, they offer crucial support. Now, Connor, organizations like Mental Health Association and the Suicide Prevention Alliance of Chautauqua County, they're also on standby 24/7 to provide further support for people in need. And if you or someone you know might be struggling, we'll share this number with you on your screen, 988, or you can visit PreventionSuicideCHQ.com.
The Chautauqua County Department of Emergency Launch Services has launched crucial imminent that will benefit every school in the district. Starting next school year, all schools in Chautauqua County will be equipped with 3 Stop the Bleed kits, thanks to generosity from the Chautauqua Regional and the Northern Chautauqua County Community Foundations. These kits contain essential supplies for emergency care, suitable for anyone from adults to young children. This initiative has been met with appreciation from both professionals and personal perspectives.
And as a parent that lives and works in this community, I'm so thankful to be able to raise my family in a district and within a community that takes safety and emergency preparedness so seriously.
The kits will be distributed to all schools in Chautauqua County this summer, with each school receiving 3 kits and mandatory training sessions in preparation for the new school year.
A new resource is now available for outdoor enthusiasts eager to explore the scenic trails of our region. The Chautauqua County Partnership for Economic Growth, in collaboration with county government and Friends of Chautauqua County Greenways, has launched the Chautauqua County Interactive Trails Map and mobile app. This new tool, available at chqtrails.org, provides comprehensive information on hundreds of miles of trails across the county. The county's trail coordinator says this interactive map meets the increased demand for trail information following heightened interest during the pandemic. Users can explore trails tailored to specific activities such as hiking, biking, horseback riding, cross-country skiing, and kayaking. The map includes details on trail surfaces, length, parking availability, and points of interest. The mobile application allows users to track their location in real time using GPS technology, even in areas with limited cell reception. County maps are also accessible on third-party apps, too. Coming up next on CHQ In View, we honor over 100 Vietnam veterans at a special pinning ceremony hosted by Congressman Nick Langworthy.
Hear the emotional stories and see the long overdue recognition of their sacrifice, their service and sacrifice.
And later, we'll sit down with Ben Cecchini-Ramos, the founder of Give and Grow Basketball, to discuss how he's empowering young people through sport and mindfulness. Don't miss these inspiring stories coming up next, right here on CHQ In View.
You're watching CHQ In View on CCS-TV. This program on CCS-TV is presented by Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, a community resource.
At Wegmans, we've crafted our new sandwiches with layers and layers of deliciousness. Each one is made fresh with our very best ingredients, like hearty breads made with grains from near our stores, premium cheeses, and freshly carved meats. We've packed big, delicious flavor into every bite for sandwiches that are endlessly good.
Chautauqua County Transit is launching a new tourism route promising an enhanced experience for locals and tourists alike. This is part of CHQ Transit modernizing efforts and featuring new buses and hybrid trolleys funded by grants from the New York State Department of Transportation. These routes operate on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. The South County route will highlight attractions like Jamestown, Bemis Point, Midway State Park, Southern Tier Brewery, Asheville General Store, and Panama Rocks. Meanwhile, North County routes offer journeys through wineries, lakefront spots such as Dunkirk Pier, Fredonia Barker, Commons, and several renowned wineries. The trolleys are also available for private rentals catering to events like bridal parties and business outings.
Over 100 Vietnam veterans were recently honored at Cassadaga High School as part of a special commemorative pin ceremony. The event, hosted by U.S. Congressman Nick Langworthy, aimed to honor the sacrifices of Vietnam War-era veterans here in Chautauqua County. Each veteran was invited to the stage to receive a pin from Congressman Langworthy, recognizing their service and sacrifice made over 50 years ago. The ceremony highlighted the importance of honoring these veterans who were not given the respect they deserved upon returning home. Local leaders emphasized the significance of this recognition, noting it as a long overdue acknowledgement of their bravery.
When you returned home, you faced new challenges. You had to reintegrate into a society that did not fully understand or appreciate what you did or what you endured or suffered with. Many of you have struggled with physical and emotional scars that have lasted long after the war. Yet despite those challenges, you continued to serve your communities. You raised families. You helped bring up the next generation of Americans. You built careers, contributing to the strength and to the fabric of our nation.
Now, family members of veterans expressed how meaningful this event was for them, and Connor, it provided a sense of closure that has been missing for decades. I think an important note that maybe people don't know is women served in the Vietnam War too, and there were some that were honored here in Sinclairville as well. So it was certainly an important event to hold there at Cassadaga High School. Well, coming up next, we'll sit down with Ben Cecchini-Ramos, the founder of Give and Grow Basketball.
Ben has declared his life to empowering youth people through the game of basketball and improv mental health practices. Discover how he is using the sport to teach vital life skills and make a difference in the community around the world.
Can't wait for that one, and you won't want to miss his inspiring story. It's when we come right back on CHQ In-View.
Lead-based paint was banned in 1978 for residential use, but 8 out of 10 of homes in Chautauqua County were built prior to that. One of the ways we can help here at the health department is coming in to test your home. We bring an XRF device. It doesn't destroy painted surfaces. We just lay that right on the surface, and it will give us a reading of lead-based paint levels in your home. We test homes built prior to 1978 where children under 6 live or visit up to 6 hours per week, and homes with pregnant women. For more information, visit healthychq.com. With the Chautauqua County Health Department, I'm Anna Powell.
You're watching CHQ In-View on CCS-TV.
Welcome back to CHQ In-View.
From the hardwood of Jamestown High School to the hearts of youngsters worldwide, Ben Cecchini-Ramos is making an extraordinary impact through the power of basketball and mindfulness.
As the founder of Give and Grow Basketball, Ben has inspired over 45,000 kids, teaching them not only to dribble and shoot, but also how to navigate life's challenges with resilience and mental strength.
It's really incredible. Today, he's bringing his unique approach to Jamestown's YMCA with a free basketball camp for 3rd and 6th graders.
Ben joins us now to talk about his incredible journeys and how he helping transform life one hoop at a time.
Yeah, welcome Ben. Thanks for joining us here for CHQ In-View's debut episode.
Yeah, I am super excited to be here, Connor. I'm so thankful.
So what core mission of Give and Grow Basketball? What's your core mission, and how do you aim to achieve it here with camps like this in Jamestown?
Yeah, I really am out here just trying to uplift kids, communities, by combining the things that I love, the things that I've enjoyed and have grown through in my life experience, and that's mindfulness, meditation, breath work, and basketball. Yeah, so I'm excited to bring that to Jamestown. Obviously, born and raised here, so every time I get a chance to come back, I've traveled around quite a bit. So coming back here is always special because there's familiar faces everywhere. And what's extra cool is now I'm getting to impact some of my friends' kids or something like that. Or my wife's family lives in Jamestown, so being able to team up with her cousins and nephews and those sorts of things, it's like that combination of family, community, and the things I'm passionate about.
It really is cool when it comes full circle, for sure.
Can you share a bit about your journey from Jamestown High School to founding Give and Grow Basketball?
Yeah, it's been quite the journey. I just got the chills with that. Really, after Jamestown, I went to college and played basketball. It actually wasn't my first choice. I was getting recruited to play football, and then after a year of football, I'm like, I miss basketball. That's what I'm passionate about. But this is kind of where I started to realize that what's the word I'm looking for? That tendency of mine to be an overthinker. Where would I be a better athlete, on the football field or the basketball court? And as a 6'4" quarterback, I'm thinking I'm going to be a better quarterback than a basketball player. You know, there's a lot of 6'4" guys out there. And but that was one of my first lessons with do what you love. Do what you love. That's going to be the most fulfilling life that you can find is when you're, doing, playing what you love. And so kind of figured that out, and then I didn't really know what I wanted to do after school, but I got a job with the Atlanta Hawks in ticket sales, so I moved down right after school, and that was a really challenging time for me, actually. My dad passed away about 2 weeks into that job, and about 2 weeks after he passed away, I was here in Jamestown, and I got contacted by Under Armour, which the footwear industry was something that I knew would be cool and fun for me. I had a mentor, and so I found my way getting an interview to Under Armour, getting a job offer, and leaving Atlanta just after 6 short months, and getting to go to Baltimore, Maryland, where I set up shop for about 7-8 years after that. I worked with Under Armour for 3 years as a footwear developer. So we have the designer that's sketching out and saying, hey, I want it to be this color and that color, and I'm thinking this material. And then I work with our wear testing team to make sure that shoe's gonna function. And bring it to life, right? Take it from that 2D sketch to a 3D model. And that was super fun. I was working on Steph Curry's project, so a lot of fun happening there for me, getting to travel to the shoe factories in Asia to see how it's all done. And I tried really hard to advance my career in that way, but Under Armour, they weren't really ready for me to go and do what I wanted to do. So I kind of took a step back in that moment, was like, what is it that I want to do? Why is it that I want to do this thing? And what I learned in that moment of reflection and journaling, a lot of journaling at the time, was that I wasn't really making an impact with people the way I wanted to. It was all about kind of hitting a target, hitting a number, selling shoes, making profit. And that's not what my heart wanted. So I was like, all right, I need some time off. And with a little bit of inheritance from my dad passing away, I decided to take some time off work, and I went and lived in Ghana in Africa for about 3 months. And I've always known I would enjoy coaching, but I never had any experience. And I was training kids at a basketball academy in Ghana, and living with kids at a soccer academy. So I'm surrounded by young boys who are just super talented at their sports, super passionate, having these big dreams of coming to the USA and playing in high schools here and playing in colleges here, and being in kind of like a mentor, trainer, coach role with those guys. I just realized how much I enjoyed that. And so when I left there after 3 months, I decided to start Give and Grow. And when I was thinking about what is it that I want to create, it once again brought me back, what are the things that I love? I love developing as a human being and growing and learning. And I also love basketball. So it was like, how can I combine those things? And yeah, so that's kind of what, long story.
That's incredible to see, Ben, you take that passion and make it full circle, right? And then worldwide too. And now back here in Jamestown, New York with the Give and Grow camps. Can you tell us a little bit about what some of the programs and initiatives you're trying to do with Give and Grow? Because it sounds like it's more than just teaching kids basketball.
Yeah, for sure. So it started off as just basketball classes, but let's put in a little bit of mindfulness here. Let's have them work on some things like positive self-talk and being able to recognize when negative thoughts might come in after a miss or after a lost handle or a bad pass or something like that. And then it kind of expanded into, okay, let's run some clinics. And right before COVID happened, I had this idea of like, well, what if I went into schools and did an assembly format, you know, for elementary school kids and go into those schools and, you know, deliver it in that sort of way. And so I went on a cross-country trip, just like a freebie through connections that I had, like, hey, can I come talk to your students? Hey, can I work with your basketball team? And just share some videos about breathing techniques or about, you know, share them clips that aren't popular on social media, but Kobe Bryant talking about his meditation practices or showing LeBron taking deep breaths in an NBA Finals game. You know, I wanted to share these sorts of things that were inspiring to me and I thought would be inspiring to kids and basketball players. And that's where I kind of found like it clicked with this assembly format, these workshop formats. And then COVID hit. And I was like, oh, dang, like how are we going to do this? Like those are all in-person events, but thankfully schools were kind of ready for the virtual thing. And as a small team with a guy that I worked with pretty much from the jump of Give and Grow, Ryan McFarland, we were like, we want to impact so many kids. Virtual might be this opportunity for us. We were impacting hundreds of kids at a time, sometimes thousands, and we were getting to collaborate with cool NBA players, WNBA players, the junior NBA, the Cleveland Cavs, the 76ers, and so it just, these opportunities kind of started falling in our lap, and that's kind of where we're at now, is where we're doing a lot of virtual programming, and then at the same time I'm able to test and try out some of the different ideas for on-court games or on-court drills and exercises that we can do in person as youth basketball coaches or, you know, eventually even youth soccer, youth football, whatever, bringing in some of these different techniques and tools into the sport where kids are already inspired to learn and grow and have a good time.
So what can participants expect from the games here in Jamestown, from these sessions? Because, and I guess the other part of this for you, how cool is it to be back in Jamestown where you're taking this worldwide initiative to our hometown street?
I'm super thankful for coming back to Jamestown, like getting to partner with Patrick and CCS and James McElrath, like feeling that support from the hometown is living so far away for a long time and having that love and support back here, it's speechless, you know, truly. It's a blessing to have people that love and support you in that sort of way. And so kids can expect to have definitely a good time. Like Give and Grow, I think at its core is this cool combination of just like moving your body. How good do you feel just by moving? Whatever kind of movement it is, dancing, flexing, crowd boosting, like just moving your body with other people's already feels good. So that's already good for your physical, emotional, mental health, right? And then music. I love music. I've been rapping since probably 8th or 9th grade with like a group of friends here in Jamestown. We just started writing stuff and all of it explicit. Now it's a lot more family friendly, and so I appreciate that transition that's happened. But I love that. And once again, Give and Grow was for me just how can I express and share my passions and gifts with other people in a way that supports them? And so music has been a huge part of that, and I've written different raps about the different me skills that we call them, mental and emotional skills, you know, identifying, accepting, and managing emotions, being where your feet are, see, breathe, do, so that we can lock in our focus into the present moment, breathe to relax ourselves into that moment, and then do with whatever sort of energy you think is going to be most powerful for you. So we can expect just different experiences. It might not be your normal basketball experience where it's like, hey, layup lines, passing drills, like we're going to be doing a lot more dancing. We're going to have a lot more music going on. There's going to be a lot more conversation, and mixed into all that will be the basketball skills, but it's definitely a balanced focus versus more of what I've seen in youth sports is more of like, hey, let's be elite athletes. Like let's, you know,
Someone could enter this with no skill in
100%,
basketball.
100%, or without even a passion for it. And I think that's what we're going to see at this Jamestown clinic is kids are just there for the day camp. they're not necessarily basketball people. How do you meet people where they're at to give them these skills in a motivational and engaging, fun way?
Absolutely. Well, it's incredible what you're doing, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben, for sharing your sharing your inspiring journey and insights with us today.
Yeah, it really is incredible. Thank you for stopping in and for partnering with CCS to host these is incredible. Where can people learn more about your initiative?
Yeah, you can definitely find it on our website, Give N Grow Basketball, just the letter N in there, .org. And also on social media at Give and Grow Basketball, or my handle right now is bencr.love. So I'd love to be in touch, and thank you guys so much for your time today.
Thank you again, Ben. Very good. Well, coming up ahead in entertainment, get ready for a sneak peek at the highly anticipated Despicable Me 4.
Stick with us. We will be right back after this break.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
You're watching CHQ In-View on CCS-TV. Are you a middle or high school student passionate about journalism, broadcasting, filming, or editing? Join the CCS-TV Community Club. At CCS-TV, you'll get hands-on experience in our state-of-the-art studio, unleash your creativity, and dive into the world of broadcasting. Meet new friends, learn from industry pros, and gain valuable skills that set you apart. Ready to start? Learn more at ccs-tv.com/join. CCS-TV, empowering voices, inspiring futures.
Gru and his minions meet a collection of new characters in the latest Despicable Me movie.
I can't wait to see it. David Daniel, he has a preview for us today.
Gru, I need a word with you. Your family's lives are at stake. What? Maxine Ramal has escaped from prison.
I'm coming for my revenge, Gru.
A new villain voiced by Will Ferrell sends Gru and his family into hiding in Despicable Me 4.
We're low on fuel. It's always something. I can never focus on just being evil.
These are the most fun characters, and because you get to kind of step outside yourself, and although it's silly, it's just funny to be kind of mean, and top it off with a very impeccable French accent.
I need something that I can...
How about this?
Nice.
I play Poppy. She is so mischievous and villainous, but also like really sweet underneath it all. And she's just, I love her so much.
Yes! It's kind of the coolest thing ever. It's a real pinch me moment. And now I get to use my minion's voice, but I get to like justify it because I do talk like a minion a lot.
Oh, right, the Minions. Some of them are getting an upgrade.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new secret weapon, the Mega Minions.
It's wild. Sometimes I'm laying in bed at night and I'm like, I can't believe I've been doing this for 15 years. Like, that is absolutely wild, and it's beyond my wildest dreams.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Despicable Me 4, it's in theaters now and certainly on my watch list. Connor, are you a fan of the Minion movies?
It's okay. I haven't really seen them all.
No.
So.
I love that the Minions are like so interested in bananas.
Yeah.
Like, where does that come from?
Like, I mean, they're just small and like, I just don't know. I don't know how they're so interested in
They
bananas
are.
and they're so small. Like, how big is their stomach?
Right. That one banana is probably good for the whole day.
Yeah, also, I always wonder, why do they have some weird designs with their
They do. Yeah, it's creative on the cartoons there. And I think they get special powers, right, as David was saying. So certainly a cool one for sure.
Thank you for joining us on CHQ In-View. Remember, you can always stay connected with us and find more information on our website, cctv.com, and our social media pages at CCS-TV Television.
And a special thank you to Ben Cecchini-Ramos for sharing his incredible journey with Give and Grow Basketball. It's stories like this that remind us the power of community and the impact one person can make.
Until the next time, stay safe and connected. I'm Connor Johnson, and this has been CHQ In-View.
CCS-TV, empowering voices, inspiring futures.